Everybody. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Rudy. I've been working projects like RudyBike. You can check some information at rudybike.com. I also work with Robot Group, and I didn't know anything about robotics, but these guys, man, they are really cool. They introduced me to some manufacturers that are producing Arduino boards. Arduino is an open source software and hardware that makes your life easier if you are prototyping something. For example, right now I'm using one Arduino board from Seed Studio. These guys are really good, and at their board they have a small chip over here that actually is a small microcontroller, and they have another chip over here that is an USB transceiver. So actually you can use that link either for interacting with the USB as a programming interface or as a serial transceiver, serial command receive and transponder. So you can also use the power from the USB board as right now, or you can use the battery. Thank you. We're plugging the USB again, because we will need. It has an auto reset feature. Check that I was using 5 volts or 3.7 volts. It works with everything, like really great flexible circuit. So as I was saying, it's open source. I just ran the IDE, and I'm going to load one of the examples I've been working on. Here you have Deltabot. I've been taking some code from files on the internet. One of them is Baragan. And these example codes are all open source, and all the library references are for free. So I will compile here, and I will upload, and here we will see the result. Compile, uploading, and that's it. So this will run a very simple routine. You will see that this moves each one of the servo motors from 90 degrees to... What's happened? Sorry guys, it seems that I moved the cable. It moves from 0 to 90 degrees, or actually refer to the servo from 90 to 180. And now we will move a little to the left, to the right, and again. And now it will go faster, and one side and the other, and all the things that an Arduino board can do with servos. I don't think that you are going to find this very surprising, and I'm just did this because I wanted to test the servos. It was a good way of starting with Arduino. And now I'm going to upload another software I made that is called Deltabot Serial Interface. So what I'm going to do now is very similar to what I did previously, but the source code also very short. It's slightly different. Here you can see that actually, yes, in this case, and in each situation, when the serial interface through the USB receives a command, it will execute an order, and that will adjust the PWMs for each servo motor. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch another software called Processing. You will see how similar both IDEs are. Just have another color, that's all. So I'm going to run this Java applet that I have, and it will draw a triangle on the screen. That actually you will find very interesting that I draw here A, B, and C. Each number represents the distance from that vertex to to the actual to the current mouse position. So, for instance, here it's sending all the commands. Also you can see them here. It's sending all the servo position to be 90 degrees, and the other one to 0. And in the mirror, it's putting all of them in 0. So actually, the interaction you will see now is from my wireless mouse to the Arduino board through my computer. So it moves in the way that my hand moves. Oh, yes. If I'm moving inside of the screen, of course. You can see the screen as well. Well, and so on. I also added a small routine to add offset, so you will see how it goes up, down, and now it has offset, so actually it makes it a little funnier to use. Right now I'm also working with some webcam recognition system that basically what it is doing is using my Mac webcam. I heard that it's not so easy to use it in Windows, but actually there are many drivers that you can download online, and I've been trying with different colors, different objects. There's nothing that affects the webcam. Here you select a group of pixels according to my code, and it starts drawing circles on it. And now what you will see is that those are very slight triangles. That triangle is the same that we saw before, but actually what I'm doing right now is, instead of using my mouse pointer to command the servos, I'm using the arm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the offset a little, and I am going to show you how my orange commands the servo motors. Of course, I'm not a specialist in webcam tracking, but I thought that an artist could have a very meaningful technology art interaction. Nowadays that everything seems to be so complicated, things can be simple, like an apple. Can be just simple to use, simple to program, and believe me, really, really cheap. Before one of these industrial robots, whatever version you have in internet, in industry, I don't know, it should cost something like $10,000 US or something. I used to program one when I was at university, and it was not so funny to work with it, because teachers, first thing that they tell you is like, please be careful, we import it directly from Japan. But actually, you will see in my pictures that I made this with small wooden sticks, painted them, use some, something like 2 days work playing with it. And I also find very interesting that you can use the tip for holding a marker or something to play with it. So, and I hope that you enjoy my little toy.